This week on Premier Preps, champions are crowned in both baseball and softball. We've got D4 and D6 baseball with Woodland Christian taking on Bear River and Bradshaw Christian meeting Roseville. While it's all Sierra Foothill League in the D1 and 2 softball finals, Oak Ridge and Del Oro and Rocklin and Whitney. It is officially time to put a ring on it on Premier Preps. Welcome to another episode of Premier Preps. I'm your host, Nick Pecoraro. Thank you, as always, for hanging out on your Sunday. And if you're catching up throughout the week on Foothill 7 TV on Comcast Channel 7, we appreciate you as well. We have a great show this week. Tons of championship action, memories made throughout the Sac-Joaquin Section. We've got 4 games to get to, and we start with the Division 6 baseball final, where top-seeded Bear River was in its first final since 2019. The Bruins have yet to win a section crown, but they had their Cal Poly-bound ace, Caden Nichols, on the mound. He's as good as anyone in the section. But in the opposite dugout were the defending section and NorCal champions, the Woodland Christian Cardinals, a team that has returned 7 starters from last year's championship run. The D6 final went down Tuesday at Sacramento City College. Championship week kicked off with the Division 6 final at the U at Sac City College. Woodland Christian looking to repeat against top-seeded Bear River and Cal Poly-bound ace Caden Nichols. And the Cards came to play. Top 1 runner on for Jaden Badesha. There is no ballpark big enough to hold me. It's Badesha's 6th home run of the year, a 2-run shot, and just like that, Woodland Christian is on top 2-0. But they weren't done in the top of the first. Jaden's twin brother, Armand Badesha, with a hot shot. Too hot to handle. It squirts away, and it'll bring home Jandro Torres. Cards lead 3-0 before the Bruins even come to bat. Bear River loads them up in the bottom half, but Jaden Badesha gets out of the jam with his 2nd strikeout of the inning and keeps the Bruins off of the board. Top 2, Caden Nichols starts to settle in a bit. He gets a 1-2-3 inning, fielding his position beautifully. 5 innings, 6 Ks for Nichols. But the Cardinals proved they still had some work to do with the bats. Top 3, Armand Badesha with the runner at 3rd. He's going to fly out to center, but it's plenty deep enough to get the job done. Jeffrey Nanini scores. Woodland Christian leads 4-0 after 3. Top 4 now, man on for Jordan Villanueva. He goes the other way for a 2-out double. That'll bring home Billy Flowers. Give Jordan Villanueva some flowers. He went 2 for 4 on Tuesday, and the Cards lead 5-0. Meanwhile, Jaden Badesha was in cruise control on the mound. 6 innings, 3 hits, 11 strikeouts, working with his twin brother as his battery mate. Top 6 we go. Bear River with some D. Cooper Berry on in relief. He gets the 6-4-3 double play. Seamus McEwen to Max Williams to Caden Nichols. Cooper Berry, 2 hitless innings out of the pen, but the Bruins need some runs. Bottom 6, man on 3rd for Blake Williams. He's going to do a job to bring home Max Williams on the sac fly. It's 5-1 after 6, and we skip to the bottom of the 7th. Bear River loads them up and brings the tying run to the plate with nobody out, but Wyatt Traffican, cool as a cucumber, comes on and gets the 3 straight outs, and Woodland Christian goes back-to-back with a 5-1 win. Jaden and Armand Badesha working a little twin magic for the Cardinals.
It's back-to-back. We worked all season for this. I knew we were going to do it again. Same team, same year.
Emotions were running high at the end right there, but, you know, we bowed it out. I trusted our team. Our pitchers were phenomenal today, and, you know, we hit the ball really well off that lefty. We overpowered him, so props to everybody.
Can't get enough high school sports in Sacramento? Well, Premier Preps has got you covered like no one else. You want game highlights? We got you. You want local insight? We got you. You want inspirational feature stories? We've got you. How about exclusive interviews with prominent players and coaches in the area? We got you. Scores, updates, top plays, and much, much more every Sunday at 5 o'clock during the high school season on YouTube. We look back at the week that was and keep you updated on who's got next. So follow along on social media and subscribe on YouTube to Premier Preps with me, Nick Pecoraro, because it's giving Sacramento high school sports the coverage it deserves. Saturday was the final day of Sac-Joaquin Section play on the softball field, and what better way to end than with the main event at Sacramento State, the Division I championship game between two Sierra Foothill League rivals, Del Oro and Oak Ridge. These two have essentially been the top two teams in our weekly rankings all season long, so you knew it was only a matter of time before they met in the finals. These two split their SFL meetings this season, so the rubber match would be for all the marbles, the Golden Eagles and the Trojans on Saturday at Sac State. The Division I Sac-Joaquin Section Championship Saturday at Sac State. Oak Ridge going for a three-peat, but at 28-1, Del Oro has got something to say about that. And we had some great defense from both teams early in this game. Top 4, 2 out, Delaney Osborne takes a hit away from Gemma Almont, but in the bottom half of the fourth, Oak Ridge shortstop Carly Short returns the favor, robbing Chloe Champus of a knock, and Trojan starter Ellison Schroeder no hits allowed until Abby Davidson comes up and gets a rally going for the Golden Eagles. She would steal second and get herself into scoring position for Avon Brower. And AB comes through with a clutch AB. The RBI double down the left field line drives Davidson home from second, and Del Oro leads 1-0 after 4. Top 6 we go. Trojans load them up for Nevada Reno commit Emery Glazer. An absolute bullet to left. That'll bring home Molly Rylee and Brooklyn Parator, and the Trojans jump in front 2-1. But the inning's still not over though. 2 outs, but the pitch squirts away from the catcher, and then here comes Carmen Montes de Oca from third, and it's 3-1 Trojans. The Golden Eagles looking to come back though in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on for Chloe Champus, Del Oro's leading hitter, and Chloe comes through to drive home Kaylin Campos, and it's now a 3-2 ball game. Same inning, Del Oro loads them up with nobody out, but the Oak Ridge defense doesn't flinch. Carly Short comes home to get the force for out number 1, and in the next plate appearance, Gemma Almont comes home for out number 2. Oak Ridge keeps the tying run from crossing the plate and holds on to a 3-2 lead after 6. Bottom 7 now, 1 out, runners on for Chloe Champus. She gets the hit that Del Oro needs, but the Trojans defense recovers again. They get the lead runner caught in no man's land. Gemma Almont baits her into heading home and nails her at the plate. Great heads up play, and the Trojans are 1 out away. The winning run is at second though for DO slugger Abby Davidson, but Ellison Schroeder, who has been a rock for the Trojans all year long, gets the game-ending grounder, and Oak Ridge three-peats for the first time at the Division I level and claims its record 12th overall Blue Banner.
Still exciting. I'm still trying to catch my breath at the moment. I feel like I haven't really been breathing all game. It's been a little nerve-wracking, but it's just super exciting. I think it's super cool. I don't know how many people have been able to say that they have completed a three-peat, so I just think it's awesome, especially to do on my senior year.
Three-peat, it means a lot. Like, we have a super strong team, and the bond we have is incredible, so this team is real special, and I'm super glad that we were able to pull it out a third time.
Complaining of dizziness, lightheadedness. We're going to send EMS on the way, but can you take a ride over there? 10-4 on my way.
It's allowed our responders to get their hands on the next step of technologies that are facing EMS.
It saves you the time to ask the questions and really concentrate on treating the patient.
ERIK'S Deli Cafe brings you the team with character each week this spring, and guess what? You don't need to be chosen as the team with character to enjoy great deals from ERIK'S Deli Cafe. They've got sandwiches with character, soups made from ERIK'S family recipes, freshly made salads, and much more. Just order online from the Folsom and Roseville locations. Enter the promo code FORVBOGO525, and you'll get this week's buy one, get one deals for sandwiches, wraps, and salads throughout the month of May. This week's team with character is the Woodland Christian baseball team. The Cardinals came into Sac City College last week and took care of business against Bear River to win the program's second straight section championship. A very family-oriented group. There are 3 sets of twins on this team. They'll set out for their second straight NorCal championship next week. Congrats to Woodland Christian. You are this week's ERIK'S Deli Cafe team with character. This week marked the start of the first ever CIF Boys Volleyball State Championship Tournament. The CIF has had regional championships in Northern California since 2013 and in Southern California since 2009, but this is the first time the top NorCal and SoCal teams will clash at the very end. The Sac-Joaquin Section qualified 8 teams across the 4 divisions, so let's see who's left standing in the race for the ring presented by Premier Championship Rings, which is your source for custom bling designed to tell the story of your team's journey to championship glory. Visit premiergradproducts.com and check out the Championship Rings page to see all the custom designs made for former champions from right here in the Sac-Joaquin section. Here is who will be playing for a state title on Saturday, May 31st at Fresno City College. All right, in Division 1, we've got Archbishop Mitty at 40-2, the CCS champ, taking on Mira Costa, the #1 ranked team nationally. That'll be a doozy. In Division 2, Buchanan took out Del Oro on Saturday. The Bears will challenge Mater Dei, who won a state football title this year. Let's see if the boys volleyball team can follow suit. In Division 3, International of San Francisco also won a state title in basketball this year. They will take on Sage Hill from the Southern section, who just won its first regional title. And in Division 4, the final team remaining from the Sac-Joaquin section, the Livingston Wolves, will play for the state chip against Mater Dei Catholic, the San Diego section D3 champ, Saturday at Fresno City College. Remember, the race for the ring is brought to you by Premier Championship Rings, the choice of champions. You know that feeling when you win it all? When you become a champion. Now you can celebrate like a champion with Premier Championship Rings. Bob Sebring has designed custom championship bling for more than 30 years and has been the trusted source for crafting priceless jewelry that tells the story of your team's championship journey. From football in the fall to baseball in the spring and everything in between, Premier Championship Rings has designed rings for dozens of local high school programs and even at the collegiate, pro, and youth levels as well. Whether it's a section, regional, or state title, Premier Championship Rings has you covered. So when your team wins the big game, you know what time it is. That's right, it's time to put a ring on it. Celebrate like a champion with Premier Championship Rings, the choice of champions. The CIF State Boys Volleyball Championships are set for this coming Saturday. Let's take a look at the latest boys volleyball top 10 rankings for the Sac-Joaquin section. Back to Sac City College we go for a Thursday night championship game in Division 4 between top-seeded Bradshaw Christian and third-seeded Roseville. The Pride from Elk Grove leveled up to Division 4 after years of success at the smaller school levels. They are the defending section and NorCal champions looking for a repeat, while Roseville enters the finals for the first time in a decade, looking to add to its 4 other section championship banners. Bradshaw Christian and Roseville on Thursday night. Back to Sacramento City College for Thursday night's Division 4 final. Roseville trying to knock off defending champion Bradshaw Christian. Buckle up, folks. We had a bit of a roller coaster here. Bottom one, bags full, nobody out for the Pride. But Roseville starter Tyler Ritter gets 3 straight punch-outs to end the threat. That'll get your team fired up every time. Top 3 we go. Runner on third for freshman Ben Jordan. A tight play at first, but he dives in safely, allowing Ashton Chang to score. And it's 1-0 Roseville. Top 4 now. Austin Chang this time with a runner on. He goes down the line to left. That'll score a run, and the Tigers lead 2-0 after 4. Meanwhile, Tyler Ritter working on a no-hitter through 4 innings, 7 strikeouts in total, but Bradshaw breaks it up in the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Burden legs out an infield hit, and just like that, the Pride are in business. Roseville is up 4-0 at this point, but Max Wolf goes maximum effort for a 2-run double. Evan Rickert and Brandon Burden score, and here comes Bradshaw Christian. It's 4-3 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bases full for Brandon Burden, and well, he's causing a burden for Roseville. An RBI single, and it's a whole new ball game at 4 apiece. But the bags are still full in the 6th. The next batter, Max Wolf, lifts a sac fly into left. Plenty deep enough to score Evan Rickert from third. Bradshaw comes all the way back for a 5-4 lead. Top 7, 2 on, 2 out. Roseville's down to its last strike, but Austin Chang says, nah. Austin, 316, says, this thing ain't over till I say it's over. A 2-run single, and the Tigers go back in front, 6-5. Last chance for the Pride. Tying run in scoring position. Colton Wolf comes in to try and get the save, and he gets the pop-up to Ben Jordan at short, and after 10 long years, it's time to dogpile. Roseville wins a seesaw battle, and the Tigers are section champs for the 5th time in school history.
We came in hot. We're playing our best baseball right now, and so I believe from the start, even with the rough start, I knew that we were playing tough competition early. It was getting us ready, but I always believed.
We really came in and just hard work every day. I feel like we practiced harder than everybody, and we really did a great job. Coaches, great job. Just kept calm, and the team trusted each other, and I think that was really the biggest part.
Since we couldn't be at every game this week, let's show you who ended up hoisting blue banners on the diamonds in the race for the ring presented by Premier Championship Rings. We'll start from the bottom. The D7 title goes to the Vacaville Christian Falcons. The 2 seed in the bracket defeated top-seeded Turlock Christian on Tuesday, 13-2 to claim the first title since 2017. You saw Woodland Christian take down Bear River earlier in the show at the Division 6 level. It's the 2nd consecutive blue banner for the Cardinals. They'll go for the NorCal repeat starting next week. In Division 5, top-seeded Lincoln, the Fighting Zebras hold off the Houston Huskies for the program's 4th section title. The Zebras' last win came in 2017 as the back end of a 3-peat. We just showed you the D4 final where the 3rd-seeded Roseville Tigers take down top-seeded Bradshaw Christian for the program's first title since 2015. It's the Tigers' 5th overall blue banner. The D3 championship goes to the Yuba City Honkers, 28-5. They beat Central Catholic for the program's 7th section title. It's the first since 2015. In a 5-6 matchup in the D2 final, the 5th-seeded Del Oro Golden Eagles come out victorious on Thursday, taking down 6th-seeded Lodi. The Golden Eagles are champions despite having to forfeit 9 wins earlier this year. It's DO's first title since 1991. And finally in Division 1, Friday at Sac City, the 3rd-seeded Franklin Wildcats prevent St. Mary's from going back-to-back at the D1 level. The Cats win their 2nd section championship in the past 3 years. Remember, if you hoist that blue banner this year, you can get yourselves ringed up with Premier Championship Rings, the choice of champions. Time to take a look at our Big Picture Baseball Top 10 presented by LENIE'S Pictures. This hard-working local family business has been around for more than a decade and always delivers on quality images that capture priceless memories on and off the athletic fields. Be sure to visit LENIE'Spictures.com and order today. Now that champions have been crowned, let's take a look at our big picture top 10 baseball rankings presented by LENI''s Pictures. One of the best rivalries in the section across all sports is up in Placer County, where the Quarry Series just dominates the town of Rocklin during the high school sports season. And despite all of the rivalry's history, there's only been one occasion where Rocklin and Whitney have gone head-to-head for a section championship. It happened back in 2019 when the Rocklin boys tennis team defeated Whitney 6-3, but now we get the first chapter of championship softball between these two schools. Both have won 2 section titles. Most recently, Rocklin won it all last year, and Whitney won it all the year before. So something had to give for the D2 championship Saturday at Sac State. Rocklin won the D2 championship last year. Whitney won it the year before. They go at it for this year's crown Saturday at Sac State. Here we go. Top 1, Thunder starter Peyton Pryor had a 10-inning win in last year's final on this field, picking up right where she left off, 10 strikeouts on the day. But Whitney starter Taylor Cordell was equally impressive, in a bit of a jam in the first though. Bags full of blue, but Cordell pitches out of trouble with the punch-out. We're scoreless through 2, bottom 3, 1 out for Thunder slugger Katie Wetland. If you're a fan of the show, go back and watch the feature we did on her earlier this season. She's got Rocklin in business with a double, but once again, Taylor Cordell gets out of trouble, stranding the runner at second with a pop out to Brooklyn Steele, and we skip ahead to the top of the 6th. Runner on for Bree Seffins. The clutch knock from the freshman drives in Aaliyah Lamolho, and Whitney breaks the scoreless tie, 1-0 Cats. But Seffins wasn't done showing out. Here she is this time with the glove in the bottom of the 6th. A full extension in deep right. Did I mention she's just a freshman? Bree Seffins just balling out on Saturday. And here's a proud papa right here, Scott Seffins, loving everything his baby girl's doing. More Whitney in the top of the 7th. Emma Rabe with a little doink shot into shallow right. It'll look like a line drive in the box score, and it provides some insurance for the Cats as Peanut Flint comes in to score, and Whitney leads 2-0 heading into the bottom of the 7th. Taylor Cordell working on a 2-hit shutout, and how about this play to bring home the blue banner? Aaliyah Lamolho making the catch that every kid dreams of making to win the game and the championship. Whitney's living the dream with its 3rd section title, its 2nd in the past 3 years.
We never give up. Never, never. We're always in the game, always. And let's just say everybody's like a bunch of goofballs. And I think that like really helps us out, like a lot. We always keep the positive vibes going.
It was a long time getting here. We've been working really hard. We knew after that first run, the Cats just had to stay hot. We had great energy and great vibes all the way through the game. And we just knew if we keep the intensity high, we would come through and come clutch with that game. And that's exactly what we did.
Let's take a look at all who were crowned as section champions this weekend in the race for the ring presented by Premier Championship Rings. In D1, we showed you the collision between Del Oro and Oak Ridge, and it was the Trojans securing a section three-peat and adding to its Sac-Joaquin Section record of blue banners with number 12. We also brought you the Division II game, big-time bragging rights up in Rocklin, and it was the Whitney Wildcats topping crosstown rival Rocklin to claim its 3rd blue banner. It's the 2nd in 3 years for the Cats. To D3 now, the Vanden Vikings claim their first title since 2003. It's their 3rd overall, while Central Catholic of Modesto takes the runner-up spot for the 4th straight year. In Division 4, after winning 2 blue banners as Capital Christian, the school now known as Destiny Christian claims its 2nd softball program title in the last 3 years. The Lions will now aim for a NorCal three-peat. In D5, how about the Calaveras Redhawks clawing their way back to the finals For the 6th time in the last 7 tries, the 7 seed in D5 wins its first section crown since 1995. In D6, top-seeded Argonaut beats defending champion Legrand for the program's 3rd overall title and 1st since 2017. D7 was played last weekend, but we'll shout out the new champs again. Congrats to the Forest Hill Wildfires for claiming their first blue banner in program history. Remember, if you hoist that blue banner this year, you can get yourselves ringed up with Premier Championship rings, the choice of champions. Time for our Big Picture Top 10 Softball Rankings presented by LENIE'S Pictures. Hey, did you know that when you visit LENIE'spictures.com, you can use the promo code NP7 at checkout and get $7 photo downloads exclusively through Premier PREPS? Sounds too good to be true, folks, but it is not. Take advantage of that special while you can. Here are the post-championship Sac-Joaquin Section Big Picture Softball Top 10 presented by LENIE'S Pictures.
LENIE'S Pictures is your go-to site for priceless photos and memorabilia. This local family business has captured great action shots for a decade, but there's so much more to offer with a personalized touch for team and individual photos, game day galleries, banners, yard signs, festive mementos for senior nights, team banquets, or even just to cheer your kid on at their games, all 100% custom made by LENIE'S Pictures, any student, any season, any occasion. So make those memories last forever and visit LENIE'spictures.com and use the promo code NP7 for $7 photo downloads exclusively through Premier PREPS. That's LENIE'spictures.com, your official photography sponsor for Premier PREPS.
It's time for our Infinite Performance Plays of the Week. Infinite Performance Physical Therapy is your go-to source for injury rehab and prevention exercises, as well as sports-specific training. Go ahead and connect with Infinite Performance Physical Therapy for all of your fitness and recovery needs. And don't forget, you can still send me Play of the Week nominees on social media. Just tag me with a short clip, let me know what's going on with the play, and you could potentially be featured on Premier PREPS even if I'm not at your game. Let's check out this week's Infinite Performance Plays of the Week. We got shortstop Jordan Villanueva of the freshly minted section champion Woodland Christian Cardinals, making this play look smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. Pioneer shortstop Marissa Bryson becoming a regular on Plays of the Week. She snares a line drive and doubles off the runner at third. Marissa Bryson, where rallies go to die. From the D1 softball final, Del Oro right fielder Delaney Osborne says you will get nothing and like it. A beautiful stab for the Golden Eagles. Whitney freshman Bree Seffins did a little bit of everything in the D2 championship, but this is what'll get you on Plays of the Week. A full extension snow cone and right. What a grab from the freshman. But the play of the week comes from the Whitney left fielder. Aaliyah Lamulho lays out for the championship clinching catch. It doesn't get any better than that right there. And that is your Infinite Performance Play of the Week.
What's up, Infinite family? We have something new for you guys for 2025. We finally teamed up with My PT Hub and created the ultimate all-inclusive Infinite app. Within the app, you'll be able to purchase memberships, book and cancel sessions, and purchase online go-at-your-own-pace programs. Something new we're adding this year is becoming an Infinite Virtual Athlete, where you have custom programs built for you with video demonstrations to ensure you are doing the exercises properly. I'm super excited for this new addition and being able to create Infinite built athletes no matter where you are in the world.
That's officially 40 episodes of Premier PREPS this season. Thank you so much for tuning in regularly and hanging out every Sunday. A big thanks again to our sponsors, LENIE'S Pictures, Infinite Performance Physical Therapy, Premier Championship Rings, iPCR, ERIK'S DeliCafe, HB Towing, and the Rylee Grace Foundation for your support throughout the school year. We get a little bit of a break next week. No games going on until NorCal baseball and softball begin on June 3rd, but we'll still have a little something for you anyway, so stay tuned next week to find out. That's it for this week. Congrats again to all section baseball and softball champions crowned this past week. I'm Nick Pecoraro. We will see you